Hello and welcome to the show that is about everything and nothing all at once, with the goal of bringing some humor, a little humor, a lot of humor, a plethora of humor into your day. Like us, love us, hate us, whatever it is, we are proof that there is a better podcast. Hello, my name is Tony, and off to my right,
not Tony,
and
also known as D-Lo.
And off to my left,
you got the Letterman thing going on.
And off to my left here,
he's quiet.
Not Sarah.
Not Sarah. Who are you today?
I am Double D.
Double D. You might remember Double D from the game episode.
I don't. I was too gone.
You were. Oh, yeah.
It was a good episode.
It was a good episode. And if you don't remember that episode, just go back. It is the game, the game episode. What was that called again?
It was our New Year's Eve special, right?
Yeah, it was our New Year's Eve special.
Party game episode.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. So Double D was on that, and he did some good work. So much so that we had to bring him back.
I was the guest host with most.
That's right. So Sarah's off for this week, and sitting in is Double D. Thanks for joining us. And today's episode, we're going to talk about...
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
I love listening to you this podcast. It's great.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You guys make my day when I'm busy working.
Thank you. And you work for a living. This is what we do. This is our work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually work.
Oh, how does that? That's
Make
a
a money
four-letter
out of it.
word, I think.
Yeah.
In today's show, we'll talk about the slap heard around the world. You know what that is, and other stuff too. Maybe some inspiration. We'll talk about why you can't just sit anywhere in a movie theater, and we may play a game. And stickers! Stickers!
Yay.
We got stickers! Good old stickers.
What kind of stickers?
We'll show what the stickers are. We'll reveal them toward the end of the episode.
Awesome.
And today, the Wordcabulary is no longer Wordcabulary, is it?
Nope. We're going to find out what's in. Oh, you got it?
I think I've got it.
Well prepared, not either of the words that we're using
The
today.
Wordcabulary has been changed. The new name is Wordhole.
Okay.
Please make a note of it.
Wordhole. In the Wordhole.
In the Wordhole, today's
Wordhole.
Wordhole, word of the day,
Sardoodledom.
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 You had to
Shove that in
that.
your word hole.
You really had to stretch out there for this one, didn't you?
Maybe. Maybe. I actually went to Merriam-Webster's
God,
website.
What does that mean?
And there was there was like a top 10 word search, and one of them was trope, one of them was trap, basically like six different versions of the word trope, and then number 8 was sardoodledom.
Was somebody playing like the...
Sardoodledom.
What is that word game?
Oh, Wordle.
They're trying
Wordle.
to... Oh, wait, that's only like 7 letters or something.
The funny thing is about Wordle, Wordle, is 6 letters long.
They were playing Scrabble and they're looking up this fucking word.
That's probably what they did. Quadruple word score? How do you even come up with that with the number of titles in Jesus Christ. Scraggle.
Scraggle? Is that a new game?
All right,
Skirble.
Double D is the only one that hasn't looked this definition out. So do you want to take a shot at what you think sardoodledom means?
So, sardoodledom. I mean, I see doodle and I automatically think pictures.
Okay.
And then
What do you think with dome?
sardom, like sardonic, or you said sardonic.
I said sardonic.
Sardonic,
Yeah,
yeah.
And then sarcastic. So
Possible.
could this be related to like sarcastic pictures or some kind of gallery of sarcastic pictures?
People just drawing
Or just-
people drawing whatever Rule 34 is on the internet. And if you don't know what Rule 34 is, Google it while you're on your work computer.
Well, according to the Goog, mechanically contrived plot structure and stereotyped or unrealistic characterization.
Good God.
Characterization in drama.
You haven't even started drinking yet.
I know. So I don't really even know what that means still.
Sardoodledom.
It means sardoodledom.
Is there an example like that?
They don't
some
have
kind of
one.
structure of characterization.
Melodrama, the author of the world's... okay, so here's the example. Melodrama, the authors of the world's greatest plays are not tricksters and sardoodledom.
Oh my God.
That doesn't...
what?
Yeah, this actually is worse than the word itself. Don't let me pick out words ever again.
Oh, no. See, this is a different word because this was easy. Okay, so it's from the French name and dramatiste Sardou.
Sardou?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sardou is spelled Sardou. Used in a sentence. Here we go. You ready for it, fellas?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
You want me to get a drum roll for you?
Sure. Okay, good. Some days it feels like I'm the unwitting player in a sardoodledism. Doodledom. Yeah. In a sardoodledom.
As a
Which
jungle jism?
still does not help you at all. Like, do you remember the whole thing where your English teacher is saying use context clues? There is nothing there.
No context clues. That's one of those words that like you use it in the sentence to define what the word is.
So
You're having an obsequiously good time. What?
What was the original explanation or definition?
The original definition is
contrived?
Mechanically contrived plot structure and stereotyped or unrealistic characterization in a drama.
So it's this podcast.
Take a breath. Well done. Well done.
Sardoodledom in the podcast.
And that's why Double D's here today.
Double D is an unwitting player in our sardoodledism. Dumb.
I'm in a sardoodledom.
The worst of it is I'm
Sardoodledism.
looking at the word and I still can't say sardoodledom.
Sorry. That's hard.
Why do I want to say sardoodledism?
I don't know.
What is it about the word? A doodledism?
Doodledism.
I don't know.
I just keep thinking jism. That's all I can keep thinking
gosh.
about.
Okay.
Sardoodledism.
You might want to get that out of your system.
Or
The
into my system, if you know what I'm saying.
Sardoodledom.
Hey-o.
All right, so if I had to use it in a sentence, I guess I would say the sardoodledom of this podcast is still not giving any good context clues.
I would say probably the best way to use that word in a sentence is the word of today is sardoodledom.
Okay.
That's the best.
I think unrealistic characterization in drama is probably the best part of that where we can narrow it down.
Okay.
Characterization.
Well, the reason I picked this up was
Unrealistic characterization in drama.
All right. Well, first of all, before I get to why I picked that up, let's do our better recommendation for today. Better recommendation for today. We are enjoying Ernie Els Iced Chocolate. It's chocolate with a kick. In fact, what was the percentage on that? Double D. 14% is what you were looking at. That. Ernie Els, the golfer.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, his signature drink.
Really?
If you get a chance to pick it up, it's like a chocolate wine is what they call it, but you can put it in. You can put it on the rocks. You can drink it straight up. You can drink it as a shot, or you can put it in coffee, which is what Double D and I had earlier today.
Yes,
it's fantastic. It's like Irish, Irish coffee, but it's like this delicious chocolatey goodness and there's richness and flavorful. Let's raise a toast to.
It was like a mocha.
The podcast. All right, or sardoodledom.
I was going to go with 4.
Oh, nice. I like that. That's a good one.
This may be better than his golf swing.
Ernie's or mine?
Definitely mine.
I almost spit that out over my computer.
Gosh.
It was a good joke.
I'm so ready to go golfing again.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, you don't really taste the alcohol. It's just like it's
beautiful.
Chocolate. It's like chocolate milk
Smoother,
without the milk, but it's chocolatey. Fantastic. So the reason I picked up sardoodledom, I told you I found it on Merriam-Webster's website.
You did?
Trending sardoodledom. Lookups spiked 25,000% of the week of January 3rd, 2022. Why are people looking up sardoodledom? It's because of the Scripps National Spelling Bee. That from 2021 had resurfaced online, and apparently that was one of the words. Sardoodledom.
Those poor bastards. Especially when they were like, use it in a sentence. Okay.
Have you guys, are you familiar with, I'm going completely off the rails right now, but are you familiar with Spelling Bee from Saturday Night Live?
It has been
I'm sure I've seen it.
It sounds kind of oddly familiar.
It is, so it's Will Forte. First of all, we talked about punchable faces at one point, and I think both you and
Mike,
we
agree, punchable.
that said that he was very punchable. I'm a big fan of Will Forte. I don't know what do you feel about Double D?
I like Will Forte, but there is times where he's too much.
Well, see, I don't mind Will Forte, and I still think you can have a punchable face even if I like you. So,
thank you.
Okay, that's a fair assessment, I guess. But so here's from from Saturday Night Live. This is called Spelling Bee, and it's Will Forte as the child in the Spelling Bee as Daniel Strong.
The word is business.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Business.
Could I have the origin of the word, please?
It comes from the Latin phrase bisnia.
Could I have the definition, please?
Business, one's work or employment.
Could you use it in a sentence, please?
Business. I'm in the insurance business.
Could you spell the word, please?
That's best.
No.
No.
Could you repeat the word, please?
The word is business.
Business.
This is where the punching in the face comes in.
That takes a break.
Business.
Wrong.
Nice. I have to admit, I've never seen that one.
That's one of my favorites.
I did. I remembered it after we started it up. It was pretty good.
It's one of my favorites of Will
But I do
Forte.
agree, Double D. Punchable still.
God, fuck both of you.
Even a point in there where I wanted to just reach out and punch Tony's screen.
Right? It just kept going on.
Speaking of punching and punchable faces and people punching each other, of course, we've all heard about the slap herd around the world, and the internet does its thing. The internet does its thing.
What thing is that?
That thing is making beautiful tropes and memes and
making sardoodledom out of nothing.
Sardoodledom.
I think I may have actually even sort of used that correctly.
Perfect.
I
Yeah.
like that. That was really good.
It was perfect.
Well, in a clip of his stand-up, Tony Rock, which is Chris Rock's brother, he's on stage and he goes off the rails about his feelings about where his brother. I'll agree that I don't think he should have been attacked on stage. And here's what happened.
Let's set some ground rules right now, y'all. Let's set some ground rules. If I say anything tonight, anybody got a fucking problem with? You got one motherfucking option what you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Because if you think you're going to walk up on this stage, this ain't the motherfucking Oscars.
Wait, so this is Tony Rock?
Yeah, this
Tony
is
Rock is
his brother.
So-
I don't know if it's his younger brother or older brother.
So his brother.
He's got like 10 siblings in that family.
Okay, so like
or quite a lot of rocks.
So my question is,
Yeah.
like, so he's a comedian.
Yeah.
But then Chris Rock's the more, famous.
More famous comedian.
So you just follow your brother's footsteps? Or?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I guess there are coattail riders in the family, right?
I mean,
maybe. I mean, again, I don't know much about him.
families,
I don't know much about him, but I mean, it's possible if he's older, maybe he started before.
That's
Chris
possible.
did.
Yeah.
I mean, I could never imagine following my brother, what he's doing versus what I do.
I couldn't imagine following my brother. I don't have one.
I'm looking it up.
He continues on.
You ain't nominated for shit but these motherfucking hands. You gonna hit my motherfucking brother?
Younger brother.
Cause your bitch gave you a side eye?
You got a bit of flack for that. But if you think about that, though, I mean, if you watch the replay again and again and again, which I have, she's rolling her eyes. She's saying like, oh, my God, not this shit again. He's laughing
his
about
ass
it
off, yeah.
until he finally recognizes that
notices,
she's,
yeah.
and then he's like, oh, now I have to
I
defend
should
her
do something,
honor.
Yeah.
I definitely have mixed feelings about how that all went down.
I think most any guy does,
I think so, too.
because you can
Oh, it's a
understand.
lot of rock brothers. Y'all ain't know it's a lot of rock brothers.
Sorry.
No,
That's
you're fine.
Bus, motherfucker. You about to see
Cover that
all
after
the
this
rock
here.
brothers. I ain't gonna start the show like that, but I just wanna let y'all know that shit ain't gonna ride. That shit ain't gonna ride. I don't got a lot of shit to lose.
So that's his brother, Tony Rock, going off about.
And he is
but yeah.
younger brother.
Okay, younger brother. So yeah, only when he noticed, only when Will Smith noticed, did he then go and do something about it. My thought is, sure, maybe he has every right to do something about it, but I think the way that he did it may be a little bit over the top. Maybe after the credits rolled and the whole night was over, could have come backstage and be like, hey man, don't ever fucking do that again. Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. And he'll be like, all right, fine, I won't do that anymore.
I agree. Ultimately,
that was
though,
a
ultimately,
conversation.
that was in the heat of the moment, though.
Yeah,
It's just one of those things where his judgment lost. He lost judgment. It was poor judgment. It was a bad thing to do.
His emotion took over.
But at the same time, I think kind of the point of what I was getting at, anybody who's, any guy, somebody says something like that to your wife and you want to defend. I mean, you will do what you need to do.
Right.
And so I can't fault him for that.
I mean, like I said, I have mixed feelings on this. I think making fun of a medical condition is wrong. Like I wouldn't, if someone's having cancer.
Has that been clear yet that Chris Rock was aware or not?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
He hasn't come out and talked about it yet.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like it's a medical condition. You shouldn't. I mean, you can poke fun as long as they're okay with it. But he didn't have that permission. But as far as getting up and slapping him, like that could have been a conversation that should have taken place.
Right.
But
again, that's
goddamn, did
snap
Chris
judgment,
Rock
though.
take that like a man?
He did.
Dude,
he did.
took. Yeah,
He was the
I
bigger.
have a lot more respect.
He was
for
the
him than
bigger
now.
man. He was the bigger man in that.
He was. Yeah, I definitely kudos to him on taking that like a champ and moving on.
And it probably was emotional state for Will Smith at that point where he was just like, oh fuck.
Yeah. He's got to defend.
That's where that snap judgment comes into play.
Yep.
And he didn't think,
Yeah.
and it's I can't fault him for that either though.
In the internet. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I mean, I don't know how I would react. I
know.
You just got to be in that moment, I guess.
I know that there have been times where I have been in a situation where people have said shit to my wife, and I've had to defend
that. Okay.
Walk up on stage
wasn't
and slap somebody's ass.
I never slapped the shit out of anybody, but I definitely have elbowed and like we were in a pit at a concert, and there's a guy right behind me, and he yelled out in my ear, "Hey, tell that fat bitch in front of you to move."
Oh.
I definitely elbowed the shit out of him because he was right behind me, and at some point he moved just enough I like kneed him right in the balls.
Okay.
And
So-
he eventually kind of just moved on.
the one of the only times I think I can commend you for passive aggressive behavior. Congratulations on that. Well done.
Like it was tough because there was so many people around.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah, and I
was
get
so
it.
crowded
Yeah.
because we were right up front at the concert. It was the Foo Fighters and Red Hot Chili Peppers. And my whole job was not there for myself. It was for her
I get
to
that.
enjoy it. And at that point, it was kind of interesting because there was a guy right behind me, like dissing my wife.
And again, that's that snap judgment.
Yeah, and
But it's not like it was
I'd say it's snap judgment, but he held it together and he waited until, like I said, the moment came where he could
like
dish
do
something
something
out
about it.
in a very
Yeah.
passive aggressive behavior.
I mean,
But
I got a couple
will-
good jabs in.
I liked it.
But
I liked
they
it.
weren't as strong as I wanted them to be.
Right. Well, I would say that was probably the better situation. So yeah, if you happen to make contact on him, I would say you're probably in the right, especially because you're not a celebrity, you're not held to any standards. This was back in what, 1995
there weren't cameras everywhere either.
5 or 8 or whatever it was when the Foo Fighters and Chili Peppers went together, which by the way, fucking great bands. But it's all about love. But yeah, I if you did that, I would commend you for it because you weren't waiting for her response to fuel your response. Your response was your response.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. And so I think the only reason that he did that Will Smith did that, was because she was not happy about it at all. I think he was laughing about it, and who knows, maybe he was laughing about it from the previous joke that landed and he just thought it was really funny. But if you wanted to look at it another way, he's making a G.I. Jane joke. And G.I. Jane, that character is a badass woman. She cut her, she shaved her hair because she was military, I think is what it was. G.I. Jane, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I never actually watched it, but I know a little bit.
But, her character was a badass woman. So
Yeah.
if you want to look at it that way, if he's making a comment about her in that respect, then you could also look at it in a positive direction of, yeah, she's doing G.I. Jane. Okay, alopecia aside, if you're looking at it from that perspective, only that perspective of this is a strong woman character and she's reminding you of that, then maybe that's an okay thing, at least the best of the worst jokes that could have been made.
Right.
Still not a great joke, but
Well,
knowing that it's Chris Rock and he's there to roast everybody, celebrities are not exempt from that.
I agree with that, and then at the same time, I'm also going to say that this is tradition there anyway.
Yeah.
At the Oscars,
Ricky Gervais.
But you add on to that, and I know you mentioned the illness, which I agree with you. It's not really good to make somebody, but
Right.
he didn't specifically cite the illness.
He did not.
And at the same time, I would say as a celebrity, you need to have some pretty thick skin.
You are a
to
celebrity.
do what you're doing.
Agreed.
And so it was one of those things where
He should have
stood down. I get it.
He should have stood down because Chris Rock was there to do a job, which
Yeah.
was, entertain.
Yeah.
And
he, if
whenever you
anybody
go
has
to a comedy,
been similar, yeah.
whenever you see a comedian on stage, they're going to pick people out of the
Especially at the Oscars.
they're
Right,
going to pick
right.
people and they're going to pick on them. But there is a history there, right? I've heard that he
yeah,
always
there's like a
picks on
beef.
Will Smith
Yeah.
and Jada Pinkett.
But they're pretty open about their relationship too. I mean, about the relationship between them and that their relationship is open, if I'm not mistaken. And a lot of other things that they're
So
very
is the hand.
They're But there's a lot of about that, and if you're open about who you are, that opens the door to be picked on about it too. Am I wrong in that assumption? I mean,
I think so. Like, you're a public figure.
Yeah.
You should be able to take public criticism.
Thick skin.
if you open yourself up to being open to it, then you should also expect that it's going to come back at you. Yeah. Well, the internet does what it does, and more memes have come out, and there's a special one out there from who is this?
Are these audio memes?
Special. This is an audio meme. YouTuber Andre Antunes, I believe, he turned it into a metal masterpiece. Good riff.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. It's like Christopher Walken.
That's the
Wow.
Christopher Walken. He's so good.
Imagine if Christopher Walken did that. Keep my wife's.
How you doing? You got it.
I envision Kermit the Frog now.
Wait.
Kermit the Frog here. Keep my mouth.
Keep Miss Piggy's name out of your fucking mouth. Now, what if as you see a lot of videos that come out, TikToks and YouTube Reels and whatnot, they have the AI generated voice that happens a lot. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but it's just this kind of like, it's the same narration. It's an AI generator, vocal generator. And I thought,
Are you creating a deep fake?
in a sense, maybe. I mean, what would it sound like if you decided to do that with, if you decided to do that with like some other statements? Would they still have the same impact? And I don't know.
He's typing on the fly and trying to make something up as he goes.
Well, I had that in the show plan for today. I just didn't quite get to it. But
Copy paste.
what would it sound like? If this was in voice generator.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
No, probably not the same.
No, it's not the same.
There's some inflection issues.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Is that better?
That's a little better.
It's a little better. Maybe it's the deep voice that does it.
The inflection's missing though. Like it's just monotone, right?
In addition, Will Smith took those
there's no
appropriate
emotion.
pauses.
Yeah.
To emphasize.
What if you had this one, another one?
That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind.
How about you know what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps? Do we need to look that up real quick?
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Okay, what would that sound like?
This is what happens when you fight a stranger in the Alps.
Yeah, go ahead, D-Lo, find that clip if you can. And if you don't remember, what episode was that? God, that was a long time ago.
I can't even remember the episode that we did.
That seems like a theme for one of the next episodes.
Larry. You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps? You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens, Larry? Oh my God! This is what happens when you feed them scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs?
I don't remember.
I never heard that.
I don't remember that.
What the hell are you doing, man? Stop it! Hey, man.
Refresh my memory. What movie is this from?
Hold on, let me see if I can find the original.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. While you do that, so this is obviously the made-for-TV edited version. Oh, that's fine. I wouldn't mind listening to that again. But
like John Goodman.
John Goodman.
So do you want to hear?
And a car. Do you remember the car?
What happens, Larry? You see what happens, Larry? You see what
Not
happens when you
Lebowski?
find a stranger in the Alps? This is what happens.
It is the Big
See what
Lebowski.
happens, Larry? You see what happens, Larry?
So that is the TV edited version,
When you feed them.
and here is the. We'll have to get through it a little bit here, but
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Or how about Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon from Die Hard. Excuse me. Oh, that drink has really hit me.
it's only 14%.
I had a lot coming from before you got here. Jesus Christ!
Must have been that coffee.
that sounded about as good as this as this classic YouTube clip here, if I may.
Oh wait.
See what happens? This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, Larry.
So that's the replacement. That's what it's replacing.
Okay, so that's the
right.
original version.
That's a good replacement.
I was watching this porno, and this guy was the scene was anal sex, and she says something to him, and he responds in kind. What would it sound like if it was AI sex robots though that took over, and this is what it would sound like?
But I poop from there.
Not right now, you don't.
One more time.
But I poop from there.
Not right now, you don't.
I love that. Not right now, you don't. Stupid. Oh. Yeah, would it have made the same impact? Probably not.
I mean, I can't lie. I just keep thinking of Stephen Hawking, and that's not.
It's a big downer.
Yeah.
But if that gives you any inspiration, maybe I think today we need to have some inspiration, and this kid really hit a home run.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Oh, that's funny.
Where the hell is that from?
Let's hear it again.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
That's the best. That was good.
You want him to do you so much you could do anything.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm inspired now. I feel like I can do anything.
Yeah.
I want him to do me. Wait, what?
Hey.
Go. It reminds me of this.
So what is that from?
It was a.
Was it just some kid, random kid?
It was some random kid, but it was on. It was talking about like a dream or something like that. It was like a. Not like kids say the darndest things kind of thing, but something along those lines. Like kids talk about their dreams, or they talk about what uplifts them, and
Gotcha.
yeah, and so that was that kid talking about being done and wanted him to do you so bad. They could do anything.
Poor kid doesn't even know what he said.
And apparently there's a follow-up video from when he's 20, I think, and I didn't even bother watching it because it just wasn't funny. But he finally said it. What he was supposed to say is that you feel like you can, you feel that you wanted to do anything so bad that, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But using the word,
that was not funny.
No, it was not funny at all. That's why I didn't even listen to it that much.
I was to say that was
the stuttering child was hilarious.
But apparently, there's another kid who apparently doesn't like or doesn't watch the news, and he's interviewed by the news at a Pennsylvania county fair. Apparently.
What did you think about the ride?
It was great. And apparently, I've never been on live television before, but apparently sometimes I don't watch the news because I'm a kid, and apparently Grandpa just gives me a remote after we watch the Powerball.
Grandpa watches the Powerball.
Apparently. I just love that kid's apparently. Well, I think we're going to...
That's a Powerball, kid. Here's the remote.
Powerball.
Now, who says that you can't just sit anywhere in a movie theater? Spoiler alert, you can't.
In this theater.
So let's
why do you have to have mine?
It's not your
seat. Go
seat.
away.
That's not gonna
I pay my money. I have a right to it.
Sit in your seat, correct?
Yes,
that's
my
not,
seat.
That's not your seat.
How can you tell it's not my seat?
Because your ticket has your seat number on it.
Whatever.
Let's find it.
Whatever.
This can easily
do
be
your own
resolved
policy.
in
No,
your
I'm going to be an
argument.
asshole because you're being an asshole.
I am not.
I'm a patron here.
Okay, and I'm trying to find
and
your
this will
seat.
be the last time that I come to this imagined theater.
Theater.
Does anybody here
don't come back.
think that
Please
this
don't
is
come back.
actually...
Such drama at the
where it's like,
theater.
it doesn't matter where
What a
you
Chad.
sit. It's not assigned
That is
seating.
huge.
It is
Go
good.
sit in your own seat.
Thank
Sounds
you.
like a transformer. Sounds like a transformer.
Please, sir, let's find your seat and we can start.
No.
So it's the
I'm
manager
not going
talking to
to.
this
Then I'm gonna ask you to
jackwagon.
leave.
You did, like 4 or 5 times. And that's why
Is he
now
crying?
we have a disturbance. Because some other people
Guy is
can't
saying
just be like, you know what?
that
I
the
can
management
sit
is
right
creating a
here.
disturbance.
We're not doing this
One
anymore.
seat
And now-
off.
We're not doing
One
this.
seat off.
Another manager's coming in.
So if I were to move over one seat, everything would be okay.
Sir,
Is that what you're saying?
You're disrupting.
Is that what you're saying?
But he's only one seat
Does
over.
it mean...
There's only one seat over.
Listen.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Be my pest.
Be my pest.
At this point, you are disrupting the show for these fine folks. We're going to ask you to leave. We'll get you a refund, though. I'll be nice and get you a refund.
Seriously, he's one seat
I don't
over.
know. I
One
might
seat
want
over.
to be taken
Is he
out in
proving a
handcuffs
point?
now.
Sir,
And now he's like, I just want to be taken out now. Taken out in handcuffs.
I paid my money. I don't understand why it is. If I sit over here, one seat, it's okay, and everything is right with the world. But if not, the world stops.
Were they
everybody
socially
gets upset.
distancing?
That I don't know. I want to say this came out maybe a week ago or so. But
So
yeah,
maybe not.
I mean, I need more context, right? Like,
Well, I
So from the
I think if
video-
they were social distancing, just go with it.
So
And shut the hell up.
from the video, and I'll see if I can bring this over to y'all. Hold on, let me see if I can open this up a little bit more. Of course, I got to fucking log into TikTok. Fuck that shit. Hopefully you can see this. So from the video that's being taken, there's nobody in the theater. There are like maybe 5 people in the theater.
That would be a little silly.
Yeah.
Why
And so
bother the man?
And so the fact that he's sitting in a seat now, yeah, maybe context is needed here. Maybe that he's sitting in somebody else's seat and the guy or gal came in and saw this dude sitting in the seat and thought, why are you in my seat? I paid for this one. You're in it. Why are you in it? Sit in your own seat. That could be.
I would think that would be the only reason to have this huge stink when there's nobody else in that fucking theater.
Sure.
And like, here's the thing is just sit in your fucking seat until the movie starts. Nobody else comes along. Jump in that fucking seat you want.
It's like being at a concert.
Yeah.
Well, with the amount of sardoodledom that he is throwing down, thank you.
Nice.
The amount that he is throwing down, and it is quite possible he was making some sort of scene either before the whole show or
That's
something
possible.
like that, and it was just an excuse.
But on his defense, like, who's the
I agree.
motherfucker?
I mean, who cares?
That is like,
he
took somebody else's seat.
Based on the picture we're seeing, I'm going to say that was, I hate to side with Chad there, but I kind of have to because that just looks empty.
Now, go ahead.
Well,
but his reaction is just ridiculous.
If you've ever used, an app to get yourself seats at a theater, right? Because that's how we do it now. You buy an app and you select your seat, and it's pretty awesome. I've never looked at an empty theater with like 2 seats that were taken and fucking bought them right next to it. Like, I always put like at least 3 seats, 2 to 3 seats between myself and somebody else, unless it's absolutely packed. And then I'll be like,
That's a possibility that it's a possibility that he might have bought the seat after somebody else did, and he was thinking, well, this is the closest seat I can get to right center, and I'm just going to take this seat because person A isn't here. I'm person B who bought the seat after person A. Possible. We don't know any of the backstory behind this.
But clearly the video is like empty.
And so
at the same time,
there's like hardly
for him to
anybody
move
in
over
this.
one seat, it would have been a lot easier just to do that and move on.
Exactly, but he wants to prove a point. It's about his ability to sit wherever he wants to, and then they're saying, "But you are not sitting in your assigned seat." And then he challenges them by saying, "There's no assigned seat," and he says, or the movie manager or whatever says, "It's on your ticket." And he stops that argument, and he goes on to a new argument.
Right.
So it's like, you're just not going to be able to make this guy happy. And as it goes along, she said, well, we'll go ahead and get you a refund. And then he says, can I get a drink?
Oh my gosh.
It's like, so I want to see if we get to that here.
I want more than just a refund.
Okay.
I want more than just a refund.
Can I get a drink?
We'll take care of you.
Can I get a drink? And then I won't come back.
Oh my goodness.
Ever.
And then I won't come back.
And I'm going to make sure everybody knows about this shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you do what you gotta.
You do what you got to do.
If I was in a situation like that, I would never want anybody to know that I was such an asshole.
Right. And knowing that there are cameras all over the place and people are willing to record any sort of public distraction or public dissonance or whatever and post it on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. Everywhere. You know you're going to be a public spectacle no matter what happens. And so this guy, and as it goes on, he actually gets up and people are applauding him as he's leaving. And the guy looks very disheveled. He looks how he sounds.
It makes me wonder, though, if there was some sort of disturbance beforehand, and that was just their way of actually getting him to go.
Don't know.
I know we don't know.
The comment on it is, I was just trying to see Batman FFS.
Based on his reaction, it seems like he was somebody that was doing something stupid in the first place.
Yeah.
I think this.
Sorry, Chad, if that's not the case.
This speaks to our culture, though, of like we have these clips that have very little context.
Oh, yeah.
Within social media, and it causes an outrage.
Because people want to be outraged.
And people want to be outraged because it's
looking
almost like
people
we're
look for it
addicted
now.
to outrage right now.
But I poop from there.
Not right now, you don't.
Like that right there, completely taken out of context.
Yeah.
Completely taken out of context. All right, well, we're going to take a little break. We'll come back for round 2, and we'll do a game. What do you think? And we got some stickers.
Game stickers.
For
happy joy.
For D-Lo, for Double D, I'm Tony. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back after these messages.
But I poop from there.
Not right now, you don't.
You like it, you know it.
Not right now, I don't.
Okay, maybe after the show.
But I poop from there.
Gotta bring a sausage pizza.
Hello, welcome to the second half of There Is a Better Podcast, the show about nothing and everything all at once, with the goal of bringing a little humor to your day.
Waka.
Love us, hate us, we're proof that
There is a better podcast.
And we've got in for Sarah today,
Double D.
and across from him,
D-Lo.
as usual, my name's Tony. Hey, if you want to email us, why don't you get at us? There is a better podcast at gmail.com. Anybody want to take a stab at where our Twitter is?
There is a better, the number 1.
And anybody else want to take a stab at how to get us on Instagram? Sure. All right, perfect. Laugh.com.
There is a better podcast.
Good job, double D-Lo. God, there's so many fucking D's in this.
There's a lot of D's.
I should name my name Donny. And then we'll go with Dara. D-Lo, double D, Dara, and Donny. God, I'm an idiot. And
we love you for it. Anyway, yeah, we had a show to do.
We have a show to do, don't we? All right. So this second half of the show, God damn it.
Hey, it's back.
Oh no, it's the April Fool's all over again, or it's the Time Change episode all over again. Boy, what a mess that one was. And while we were away, you know that they finally came to an agreement to do away with daylight savings time, or at least it's been signed so far.
The last I'd heard, there was a motion, bill, whatever you call it, to move forward. So did they actually vote on this?
I believe it was either the House or the Senate. One of them has signed in, or they're agreeing to it, and I think the other side is going to agree to it as well. That's the rumor. And then once it gets to the executive desk, that's probably going to be signed into law to get rid of the daylight savings time, so that whatever the time is right now, that's what it's going to be all year round. We just have to go through one more cycle of it. So we're going to do one more fall back, and then the spring forward, and then leave it.
So it's a done deal.
It's basically a done deal. Take a drink. Yeah, I'm sick of that shit.
So what happens with all the technology that currently does all this?
I usually got something that can turn it off, right?
Do you remember the?
Am I right?
I was going to say, do you remember at the end of Avengers, where Thanos snaps his fingers and everything just goes away like Skittles? That's exactly what happens with all our technology.
That's what happens when it turns from 1999 to 2000.
That's what happens when you fight a stranger in the Alps.
Do you guys remember like anything like 99 to 20 or 2000? Anything weird?
I remember a huge hype of like the world was going to.
Where were you?
I think I was in college.
Okay,
and I was like, these people are fucking dumb.
See, I was the manager of a bar, and we intentionally shut off all the lights at midnight.
Oh my god!
So
it was kind of fun.
I understand that through the late 90s, there was a huge push to change over the software from a 2-bit system to like 4 bits.
So it was a 2-number to 4-number from like 98 to 1998. They explain that very well in the movie Office Space.
Do they?
Yeah,
actually they do.
That's a great example.
So, because he was.
I think probably since 2000, I've actually I tend to use 4 numbers.
Yeah.
So go figure.
Huh.
I don't know why.
Well, sorry.
Like all my documents at work are all labeled via dates, and I always start off with the year first, so it's always 2022 dash.
Whatever.
Is it me, or just writing 2022 is a problem?
Uh-oh.
Like when I
I
write
think
it
that
out,
might
like,
just be you.
maybe I'm the only one that still writes checks for bills and stuff. So because everybody else does. So like,
Again,
auto pay.
Double D. I think that might just be you.
Yeah, it's probably just me.
And actually, it's weird because I actually have to go looking for my checkbook whenever somebody wants a check. I'm like, I've got one. I know I do.
That's how I feel about writing checks. I mean, it's an antiquated system in my opinion. Do you still have a checkbook? Do you still balance a checkbook? Oh my gosh!
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
You're in our age group, and you're like, oh, but over here, I gotta do the checkbook. Hold on there, Sonny. Let me get some Wordhole originals.
I really like writing it down.
Oh, the number ripped off. I gotta write a new
balancing
one.
everything. Now,
This one
do I
doesn't
go to
have the carbon
do I
copy.
actually use them in the store? Fuck no. I will just use Apple Pay. Unless you're like me and you go to Kroger and you forget your wallet and you're like, fuck, I'll just use Apple Pay. And then you get up there and then you're like, wait,
I don't have my phone.
This doesn't take Apple Pay. What the fuck is Kroger Pay? Yeah, you missed that.
I was trying to get to that.
So I totally got in my vehicle, went to the normal grocery store I go to, and I used Apple Pay, and I still didn't have my wallet on me.
I have no idea how deliverance applies to that, but he's pulling out the pigs.
Oh, no, it doesn't have anything to do with anything. What's funny though, because like I know you're usually on the cutting edge of technology, at least among many people that I know. You're usually the one who's on the cutting edge of technology. So the fact that you still write checks,
there is a twist of irony there.
I dabble, but paying bills, I think part of that is I don't like people having access directly to my money.
And yet you're signed up on Apple Pay, which is kind of defeating that.
That's me having direct access to my money, though.
Yeah, but the cloud. Didn't we talk about that just a moment ago? The cloud wiping everything out.
So.
Was that on mic or off mic?
Wait, help me to get this straight. So you seriously go through and physically pay like your utility bills and everything else still with a check?
Sometimes. Like cell phone bill, anything that comes in through the mail, I'll pay with a check.
Your Apple Pay?
You still get mail.
There are things that I have to... I still get mail. There are things...
I don't even get mail anymore. Like, I let my mail go for like 5 days before I go out to that box.
I get tons of fucking mail. But... there are things that I have to do, like they don't do.
Are you still
normal
getting
pay.
like sweepstakes winners from
Publishers Clearinghouse?
I still haven't won that shit, and I want it. I want the people with the balloons to show up at my house with the check.
You know, the nice thing is that you don't actually have to like buy anything.
You know, Ed McMahon's dead, right?
Oh, thank God.
You don't want him showing up at your house.
That's a whole nother episode.
Congratulations, Double D.
Oh my God, it's Dead McMahon!
Yes, sir.
Whoa, them's dirt in my eyes.
All right, let's get to
I've
the
derailed
show.
this one.
Oh my God.
I think we all do.
Hey guys, you want to play a game?
Yes.
No.
Welcome to the game where two hosts face off debating pros and cons or comparing apples to oranges to settle the score. A flip of the coin will determine who defends which side of the argument. 5 rounds of skullduggery. The one who can earn the most points and make the ultimate case earns the title of Master Debater. So here's what we do, guys. We got some topics of discussion here, and so we're gonna do an apples to oranges comparison. Which one is better? So you have to, one of you who gets A, you'll have to defend A and say why A is better than B. Whoever gets B has to defend B why it's better than A.
All right.
Sometimes they may be very similar, like
B. It's got more holes.
That could also be. But if A has one hole, at least you know what you're getting all the time. And so what we're going to do is we'll start here.
And to be transparent about this, we have no idea what these topics are, correct?
Correct. I have not told you what these topics are. Now, they are in our Google Drive.
Which
You're welcome to open it up and look at it if you want to.
I don't have access to that.
Even the fact that I said to be transparent makes me laugh. Sorry, I have an issue with that statement. Go.
All right.
You want to debate about that for a little bit? Like, I can't stand that statement because usually people who say be transparent are hiding something.
Yeah.
Usually. And I'm like, stop it.
So it's
You're making me get all suspicious about you.
It's what they call either transference. I think psychologically it's either
spin
transference
doctor approach,
or it's projection. That's what it is, projection. So when you're projecting something about yourself onto somebody else, you don't want that person to be doing what you're doing. Therefore,
I don't want any projectiles.
Let's debate about that.
Projectiles. Okay.
Master debater.
Ready? And our background music today provided by
Debate
Fred
Me, Master.
Bouchal, Bouchal. You can find his music on Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube, which is where we're getting this from. So thank you, Fred Bouchal, for this music. This is called Odin's Sword. All right, enough of that shit. True thing. All right, Double D.
Yeah.
You are going to defend the typewriter.
The typewriter.
And you're going to defend why the typewriter is better than what D'Lo is going to defend. D'Lo, you're going to defend the pen. So in this case, it is kind of an apples to apples, but it's kind of an apples to oranges. So
now, are we offering a serious debate here?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Any angle that you want to take is fair game.
Okay.
So
you can even say,
because I'm going to get spiritual on this shit.
You go right
You're
on
get
ahead.
spiritual with your pen.
Yeah,
the pen
I am.
is mightier.
I am.
The penis mightier.
Penis
Tell
mightier.
me what you want about the
I don't know
penis
how long
mightier.
that'll
But does it work?
But you know,
I mean, all right. So
who's starting?
Who goes first here? Like, I think I can come up with a couple for the typewriter.
Shit, I said it was a coin flip, didn't I? There's no coin down here. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use the iPhone. The magical iPhone. So, the screen is heads. The back is tails. And I'm going to say if it is heads, D'Lo's going to start. If it's tails,
you know
D
they make an app for that.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
pretty
called
sure
the
there's
iPhone.
a coin toss to
All right. Heads, you start. Tails, you start.
Uh-huh.
Here we go.
Give me some head.
It is tails.
All right, you start.
Therefore, Double D will start.
All right.
You are defending the typewriter.
I'm defending the typewriter
versus the pen.
All right. So I guess my first argument would be that the typewriter makes reading clear, because when people write, they tend to scribble.
Scribble, yeah.
And it's difficult to read, especially nowadays, where the kids are not even taught cursive.
Ooh, cursive.
It's an interesting notion, but I feel like you're projecting your own thoughts elsewhere because I write beautifully. So take that. In addition, there's print. You know, block print. You just write the letters. That's pretty easy to read.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So,
all right, I'm going to give that point to D'Lo.
So the typewriter transitioned into basically a digital format. So it kind of it lives on, because you don't really see a whole lot of writing on the digital format.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's fair. But you could write pretty much anything you want to with a pen as opposed to a typewriter, because you can't really carry that typewriter around.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, come on!
I don't know that was
that didn't work.
Fitting.
Oh, come on!
But
you know
it's
what?
true.
I'm going to give that one to D'Lo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I could see that.
This is a tough one.
Man, the typewriter.
The typewriter. Off the cuff. Go.
It makes clicky-clacky noises.
Ooh, good luck with that, D'Lo.
I mean, cluck all you want.
Do we have a pen handy?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
That'll work.
That is a pen, and it looks like a pen.
Are you ready?
Oh,
son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch.
That's my rebuttal.
I'm losing this.
Ooh, D'Lo's got 3 of 5.
I would say that
you can't make this a shutout.
There are some people that can type way faster than they could write it out.
I will give you that, but I will also say, and this is my spiritual approach, and you
I'm already giving DD the points on this one.
Yeah, you can automatically give it to him. But there is that notion that there is
a better
something
podcast
to writing with a pen in that very often you're connected spiritually.
Oh, God.
As opposed to typewriter.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a half a point on that.
That's okay.
If you're writing a ransom note, it is better to use a typewriter. Because then they can't match your handwriting.
Ooh.
See, but I would write like you, though. And then I'd be all set.
All right.
In addition, they wouldn't be able to read my writing because I wrote like you.
And that's enough. All right, so D-Lo, off this first one, the typewriter versus the pen, you have 3.5 points. Double D,
Yeah.
you only got 2, but it is not over.
Okay.
We have another round of 5, back and forth. Which
Okay.
is better? Cable versus non-cable. Now, I'm going to give D-Lo, I'm going to give you cable.
Fuck you.
Double D, I'm going to give you non-cable, which is going to be really difficult because D-Lo doesn't actually have cable. Double D has cable.
Okay, so here's...
And good luck. Begin.
All right.
We'll start with D-Lo this time.
Yeah.
Because Double D led off, so we'll start with D-Lo.
I won the coin.
All right. In favor of cable, you're talking dozens upon dozens of... I don't even know. Is it up to hundreds now of different TV stations that you have available? Is that what it is?
So out of touch.
I will give you that. That's true. There's a lot of cable stations. But I will contest that there's nothing fucking on all those goddamn channels. And on top of that, from a point of...
From the guy who has cable.
From the guy who has cable. Now, to be fair, I don't have cable in such. I have the basic, like, 20 channel
It still counts.
It still counts. I only use it for the internet.
Just like people say, I only read Playboy for the articles.
Right.
Yeah, I only use it for the internet. And I would never watch porn on that.
You can't see him, but he's winking
However,
here.
I have the internet, but I don't have cable.
Yeah.
Wait, I forgot which side I'm arguing
you're
for.
for cable, you are against cable.
And then... So
I kind of gave you a little lecture there.
Oh, yeah. Good luck with it. I'm just going to go ahead and give you an extra point.
Like, I use the internet to watch shows, and I can pick where the fuck I want. Though it's a la carte, I get, like, fairly good. I get what I want when I want it.
Okay.
Wait. Was that for cable?
No, it was for...
Are you sure you weren't going for cable?
I think you guys have gotten this backwards all of a sudden.
You're going for cable, and I'm going against.
I know, but yours sounded like it was for
pro
cable.
You were anti-cable. But
I'm
you're talking about a la
anti-cable.
carte.
But
you can do all.
I'm a cord cutter.
Yeah.
I like to be a cord cutter. That's what I'm going for here.
Because my thing is, with cable, don't you have, like, on demand, too? See,
Yeah,
and that's
but
the thing. I don't know how we
again-
can argue this because I don't know what they've got anymore.
They have on demand, but it's shit.
But it's standard TV shows.
I'm going to give you another one there.
It is standard.
Really,
TVs.
all you've got to do throughout this whole thing, and he's going to give you a point every time you go, it's shit.
It's shit. I got to know my audience.
Here's my deal, and I know I'm supposed to be
for the cable.
supposed to be for
cable.
But my big problem with cable is that it is a fucking monopoly, at least where we live.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Bullshit. It's shit. And that's the same thing with the internet, though.
But my big problem with cable is that he's a time traveler that comes to hang out with Deadpool.
Jeez.
I'm giving that point to D-Lo.
Just out of pure principle. All right, so if I had to argue with one more point.
We got 2 more points to make here.
Oh, okay, two more points.
Good luck.
I would have to say, with all the sports that I love, I mean, that's always right there with cable.
You are Mr. Sports fanatic.
I am.
Like,
and when I want
baseball, basketball,
when I want
boo hockey,
that 24-hour, 7 days a week sports that I am so into,
GSPN,
that cable outlet is the place to go. I mean, you got ESPN, ESPN.
Don't forget ESPN 2.
ESPN is it 2?
ESPN
okay.
the Deuce
2
because it's shit.
You got Golf Channel. I think that's a channel.
That
right?
is a channel.
Okay,
the Golf Channel. All right, I'm giving you that one.
You got that one.
You already got that one. There's nothing to refute that.
All right.
Sports.
Good luck.
Rocks.
But
Sports.
I would say that would be the only thing that cable's good for is sports.
But it makes you lazy. I'm going to give you one.
But as far as movies and TV shows, I can get that shit off the internet.
I'm going to volley back. I'm going to volley back and say that AMC is on there, and I know you're a Walking Dead fan.
I use Fubo TV.
So it's almost like cable.
So you have AMC and you don't even watch Walking Dead on there?
No, I stopped watching that when they killed off the main character.
Well, spoiler alert. Wait, when did they kill off Negan?
Spoiler alert.
Well, I think he.
Is it Negan?
Sorry, in the comic books they
Please
killed
tell
him
me
off.
Oh.
But I think in
Negan.
the show he left.
It's the only reason I watched.
Yeah, I would imagine he's going to come back in the last season.
They also killed off Saul Goodman, by the way, in season 3.
Okay.
Didn't know that.
Oh wait, no.
Thanks
it was his
for
brother.
killing that.
That was his brother.
Like
My
I
bad.
literally stopped watching it because it got kind of stupid. That show
I'm
did.
joking. What?
After he left.
Oh, Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It got silly. It did. I thought it got silly actually when they brought the tiger in.
Like they jumped a shark at some point, and
I was like, I still like it though. I'll still watch it.
Yeah.
Epic fail.
With the tiger. Wait, is the Tiger King?
We were so.
Is that what they brought in?
I think it was.
Oh, so was that your argument?
So it was the Tiger King episode?
What was my argument?
I don't know. You said something about sports and then went into whatever.
All right.
I said it's only good for sports, nothing else.
I'm giving Double D that point. It's only good for sports. But so it's against
but
cable.
That only
And nothing
volleys
else.
off of mine.
It's only, but he's saying it's not.
That's why I said you could basically say that you could go.
So far, folks, we're going to a tie game here.
So you could pretty much go through and go, well, it's got AMC, you got Country Music Channel, you got
there's a big no-no.
You got
There's
the
a better
sports stuff,
podcast.
No one likes.
and then afterwards just say, and it's shit, and he's still going to give you the point.
And it's absolutely shit.
All right.
The
we've
one
got-
other thing I will say is that it is more dependable than, say, a Roku stick or anything requiring an internet connection. Cable is going to be more dependable. That is my final pro cable
I would say
for a guy who doesn't have cable.
I would say that
Or wants cable.
It's not as dependable as anything else.
How?
Because
I'm giving
It's
that
more-
point to
it's-
D-Lo. I'm
it's-
sorry.
It's more
You're giving him
dependable
that?
than,
Okay.
say, the dish.
I'm giving him another
oh my
half
gosh.
point.
I mean,
we
do
should
people
just,
still-
we should just attack the dish at this point because nobody
Fuck
likes
Dish.
that.
Nobody
Yeah,
likes Dish.
everybody hates Dish. Okay, I'm giving you.
Do you remember the 80s when we used to have those huge ass dishes in the backyard?
We had one of those when I was a kid, and at one point they unscrambled the Playboy channel. It was great for like a whole
That's a reason not to have cable.
weekend.
You were like, it was.
You don't get
It was
those
an American
magic
Pie
moments.
weekend.
I don't
for you, wasn't it?
I don't think my dad knew.
Oh, that's a tit there. That's a tit.
The thing I loved about it, there was.
You were watching it, and it was all scrambled, and you're like,
I think that's a boob.
okay.
That looks like it's a boob.
and the picture's moving, but you could still see someone like humping.
All right.
All right, so that was a point in favor of the dish.
Okay, so we are. Double D is leading by half a point.
That's crazy.
Hello. All
Wait,
right.
no, he's got. Does he? Oh, he
I
does.
feel like his scorekeeping's a little off, but
No,
that's okay.
Actually, I take that back.
He's leading by half a point.
Okay, D-Lo's leading by half a point.
Yeah.
My apologies. I gave you 2 half points, and I gave you 1 half point.
Tony can't do math.
Nope. That's why I'm here as the host. All right, now I'm going to give you the pros, or one is going to take the pro, one is going to take the con, but you're both are going to debate the same one here. The same.
Wait, we're on the same side?
So no, one is a pro, one
It's
is a
the same
con,
item.
but it's the same item.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Kind of like we just did.
Well, not really, because you had to say why over the air was better, which actually you lost that because you didn't talk about over the air. You just talked about internet.
Over the air.
Well, technically that's non-cable.
Did
Never
we
mind.
both lose?
Never mind. You guys are fine.
Are you talking about network TV?
Yeah.
Again, I will ask the
non-cable is
question,
like
do
non-cable
people
is
have
it
network
envelops everything.
All right.
That is not.
What is
cable.
What is the next item? and
Okay.
Am I pro or net con?
Let's see here.
Pro con.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by his toe. If you let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And you are the pro. You pro. Okay. Double D is the pro. So you for this, and you are against.
Okay.
Shoes.
I'm pro shoes.
You are pro shoes. You are anti shoes.
Okay.
Good luck.
When walking over broken glass. Shoes are appropriate and will save your feet. And that is a pro.
That's interesting. However, I will also tell you, since, the parameters weren't specifically said, I am pro boot. And that is even safer than a pair of shoes.
I don't know where I want to go with this. Oh, damn.
I know. You didn't say
Are you a
though.
politician?
You didn't say.
You practicing?
You didn't say.
Your 2024 run?
And you know that I'm pro boot. You know how many pairs of boots
you
that I
do.
got.
These boots are made for walking.
All right.
That's what they'll do.
So,
I'm just saying.
I would say that you can run.
But you can't hide.
You can run in shoes, and they're a lot easier to run in than a boot. Now I'm fighting boot. What are you talking about?
You are anti-boot.
Well, see, I don't have to rest on anything. That's the thing. Because you could easily run in those weird-ass shoes that people wear where you put your toe in it.
Oh, my God, I hate those fucking things.
You can run in them, though.
You can run. You can run in slippers.
And in addition to that, I will say that as a kid, I ran around the place, like the whole neighborhood, without shoes on. And after a while, I was able to run any place because, like, my feet were so calloused that it didn't matter anymore.
Gross.
That's what it was, man.
Did you live in out of like in the valley? What am I thinking? Mordor? The guys with the hairy feet?
Yeah.
I'm giving you a point just for that.
That's kind of how it was.
Oh, the Shire. I'm thinking of the Shire.
The Shire, yes.
Were you in the Shire?
I was in the shower.
All right. That's all I got for that part.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
we got two more arguments.
You got to volley something back.
All right. If you're from the Shire and you have to hide all that hair on your feet, shoes will do a good job.
I don't have hairy feet, so that doesn't work.
All right. But if you were.
Here's the other thing. I will tell you, even though I am pro shoe myself, I'll also tell you that nothing beats walking in a tall field of grass without shoes on. Nice and just
I'm going to have to give you the point for that.
I mean, summer day.
Summer not.
Yeah. Summer night.
The summer night.
Oh, man.
All right, go Double D. What you got? Last one. Making an effort. You tied. I mean, you still are down by half a point in general, but you're
if you don't
tied
have
right
something,
now.
I've got something to volley back one more time.
Son of a bitch.
I mean,
all right.
If your back's against the wall and your feet are against some sandpaper,
diarrhea.
It might feel good to have shoes on.
So here's the deal with shoes. First of all, most of your shoes you're going to be getting made from
what the hell?
Kids in other countries. Yeah, kids in other countries, and then by the time you get them, they're overpriced.
Those damn kids. Charging so damn much money.
All right, I'm going to give that one to D-Lo.
That's it. We're getting rid of shoes.
I think I lost this
We're
round.
anti-shoes. And all right, and the score for the first round: Double D with 2, D-Lo with 3.5. Second round, Double D with 3.5, D-Lo with 2.5. So he's up only by half a point. D-Lo is, and then the third round rather, it's 2-3. D-Lo is the winner. Congratulations, D-Lo.
Good to be a master debater.
Yes.
You are the master debater. And
well played, though, sir. Well played.
Yeah.
Yes, that was fun.
Well done. All right. Oh, by the way, before we get going here, I do want to talk about some stickers that we just received.
Stalkers?
We got some stalkers. If you want to be a stalker, why don't you get at us? How do you do it on Twitter? There is a better one. How do you do it on Instagram? Double D.
Oh, shit.
There is a better podcast. That's right. And how do you email us, anybody?
There's a better podcast.
There you go.
At gmail.com.
gmail.com. You can also find us on, what's the other one? Reddit. We just got our Reddit page set up here. We haven't done anything with it yet, but this guy is our first Reddit follower. Tattoo Squid. Yeah.
Hey, Squid.
And
hello.
He sent us stickers. Dun, da, da, da.
Nice.
So let's open these here.
Oh, we haven't even opened this
From
yet.
the Tattoo Squid podcast.
All right.
Even got his return address. We're not going to dox him. But he's from New York. So, hey, thank you, Tattoo Squid. How's your mother? Don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Say hi to your mother. For me.
Say hi to your mother. For
Go
me.
to the fishes.
Oh, he even sent us. Oh, geez.
Did he actually write the letter or type it?
Is he pro pen?
I think he's pro Pisha. He's
Or
pro pen.
Pro typewriter?
So he wrote 2
with a pen.
3x5 cards. I think they're 3x5.
Good job on the pen, bro.
He's pro pen.
Hey, what's good, D-Lo? Tony, Sarah. Love your show, especially the word of the day and the sound machine. Thank you. And Wordhole is what it's being called, right?
Yep, we're in the Wordhole.
We're in the Wordhole.
Oh, yeah.
And also, you 3 are hilarious. Sorry, Double D, he didn't include you on this one. He didn't know that you were going to be in the show today, but
I'm a guest.
You're a guest, but you're also one of our favorites too. So thank you, Tattoo Squid. He's given us 2 stickers from the Tattoo Squid podcast. That looks pretty sweet. I don't know who he's had to design these, but there's another one as well.
Oh, that's cool.
One is the logo of the show from the Tattoo Squid podcast. It is TA, the number 2 Squid podcast. Now the other one he gave us, it looks like a black and white image of him yelling like he's about to be run over by a steamroller going at a snail's pace.
Yeah,
very
That's
cool
awesome.
stickers, man. Thank you so much, Tattoo Squid, and
I
make
like
sure
the
you
colorful one.
Yeah, they're both pretty sweet.
I like it
but the
'cause it's got
colorful
the
one's
squid.
pretty neat. Yeah, it's got a little squiddy on there. I gotta look at that one again, the black and white. So I'm not sure what's going over his mouth, but it looks like it's an upside down person, or maybe even oh shit, there's a couple of these black and white ones.
Oh, very nice.
Now if you look at it upside down, doesn't that look like it's a little peg from the Sorry board game? Here, I'll give you this one.
Oh yeah,
it looks like the Sorry board game if you look at it upside down.
And for those of you listening, sorry, this makes absolutely no sense.
We'll show you the pictures. We'll take pictures of the pictures and put them in picture form with more pictures. So thank you, Tattoo Squid.
And then we'll put them in a pitcher and we will drink them.
What?
So
we'll put them on the picture while we drink the picture.
Oh,
of the picture?
Of the picture.
Or the actual picture.
Picture in picture. And so
another reason Cable's great.
Cable is the winner.
I don't think that's actually has anything to do with Cable.
But it's sports. Spurts.
Love
Day.
sports.
Sporties.
Sports is so awesome.
You guys are such good sports.
If we were sports, what kind of sports would we be?
You would be baseball.
Okay.
Would you be baseball?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You move slow. You steal stuff.
This is true. There's an umpire trying to prevent me from, advancing.
You strike out all the time, but occasionally, you get those home runs, and occasionally,
a
grand slam.
Ooh, I like that. Grand slam, a slizzle.
That's what she said.
If you will.
I'd be badminton, I think.
I don't know any badminton terms.
Shuttlecock. That's all you have to say.
That'd be lawn darts.
Lawn darts, dangerous around children. Look out.
Poke your eye out.
What?
Anyway,
so we're going to send him,
Thank you.
Thank you,
We
Dre.
appreciate you.
As he also likes to be called, I believe. So, we're going to send him some stickers as well. We just got some stickers, too. It's about fucking time.
You got about
I still haven't
time
even seen
stickers?
these.
I haven't opened them yet.
Oh, you haven't
We
even
just got them
opened
in the
them yet?
mail.
Oh, you haven't seen them.
We're going to open them right here.
This is going to be exciting. It's
I
going to be
thought
so.
you were saying that your stickers said
What
it's
I'm
about
gonna love-
fucking time.
I'm going to love it if he opens these up and these are just completely the wrong stickers.
That would be great.
But didn't that happen in, so you and I are on a bowling league together and you ordered a t-shirt.
Yes. So
You want to talk about that while I get these open?
Yeah, I ordered 4 T-shirts, for each member of the team. And I had each of them personalized, and I get these shirts, and I pull out the first one, looks great. I pull out the second, looks great. Third, great. And that was all my teammates. I go to pull out mine. It is a woman's golf shirt with all these religious statements on it. And I shit you not. Completely dead serious. That's what it was. And it said things like, you are beautiful, like all these inspirational
They described you
stuff
to a T.
out of the Bible. And it actually cited, what part of the Bible and everything. And I'm like, how is it that I'm the one that paid for all this? Got it. And mine's the one that's fucked up. So I bring all their bowling shirts. I'm like, yeah, mine didn't come in.
Tell me
Here's
you
mine.
wore that.
I almost.
I wish you wore that.
Did.
You didn't wear it.
I'm not
going to
so lie.
disappointed.
It's like you lost a bet.
I did put it on. It wasn't comfortable. Like there was this weird.
And then you tied it at the front?
It did not fit my body type at all. And I could have.
Let's bowl.
Because that was what was weird is it. And again, I don't try on women's clothes too often. But in this case,
too often, that means you've done that before.
It bowed out at the bottom, and I assume that's for hips. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not the
chest
designated
area?
designer.
The chest area fit pretty well. So
Well, again, we've already discussed that you're working on an A cup, so that works out just
I'm
fine.
working on it.
Yeah, good for you.
All right. So how do they look, man?
These are from stickerguy.com. That's who we ordered.
Oh,
them
nice.
through.
Oh wow, that doesn't look like our sticker at all.
No, it doesn't. But these do. Woo.
Oh, these are nice.
Woo. Look out.
Oh my God, they're lethal.
They are lethal. So we got them in a pack. We got 50 of them, I think.
All right,
looking good.
So yeah, if you'd like, please let us know if you want some stickers. We're gonna send some to our friend at the Tattoo Squid podcast, and if you want to send stickers to us, we'll send. We'll send
wow!
Oh
wow! This one's really nice.
These look a lot like yours.
Yeah, they do.
But better.
You want him to do you so
Spit it out!
Anything?
That's awesome.
And that's why I don't have kids.
It's shit.
And on that,
There
note,
is a random podcast.
There is a
better.
There's a better person doing the fucking board, and it ain't me. I think that's going to do it for this installment of There Is a Better Podcast. So,
thanks for having me.
Hey, thank you for staying around. Thank you for sitting in for Sarah for this week. And
thanks for being head.
Thank you for being head.
Yes.
What? And again, we've got sitting in for Sarah today.
Double D.
I'm D-Lo, man.
And I'm Tony. And remember, like us, love us, hate us. We are just here to give you a little bit or a lot of bit of fun in your day. Like us, love us, hate us. We're proof that there is a better podcast. We will see you next week.
Keep my wife's
name
out of your
motherfucking
mouth.